Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and it is Monday, February 15th, 2021. This video is going to get you all caught up heading into your week for Raid Shadow Legends, so let's get into it. I do just want to take a quick second to shout out World War Dough. I've got a download link down below. It's completely free to play for Apple or Android, whatever your device is. I've been playing it for a few months. I'm having a lot of fun, so yeah. Down in the pinned comment and in the description, there is a download link if you would like to try that out. Alrighty, so the main thing going on in-game right now is obviously the fusion for Astralon, where we've got all these rares fusing into the same copy of the Epic and into Astralon. Now, if you want to know my condensed thoughts on the fusion, Astralon's a pretty cool champion with some potential. I would do the fusion, definitely, if it's realistic for you to do so, but don't break your bank or break your wallet trying to spend a bunch of money going for something that isn't realistic for you to do. So do it if you can, but don't break your wallet doing so. In terms of the rare champions, people are usually curious, are there any that I should worry about keeping? In my opinion, the best one is Abyssal right here. If we see, I do have a copy of Abyssal. So he's got an AoE A1 that blocks buffs for 2 turns. That's pretty cool for a rare champion. And he's got some heals and then some defense and attack increase for the team, along with an Ascended Aura in Faction Crypt. So in terms of the rare champions in the Fusion, I do think he's one worth holding on to a copy of. Pretty solid for some early to mid-game accounts for sure. Then in terms of the Epic for the Fusion, Lordric Falconheart, I mean, he's all right. Do I think he's amazing, and you really need to make sure you have an extra copy of him and really book him and get him invested in for an early to mid-game account for progression or anything? Not really. Obviously, his calling card, the main thing of his existence in the game, is this A3 because you can book it to a 2-turn cooldown of ally-wide shield based on his HP, which admittedly is kind of cool because shield champions are not very oftenly released in raids, so it's not a super common role to be filled. So that is nice, but he's not like some incredible epic in my opinion. And one unfortunate thing is he takes 6. Plus 1 is 7, plus 6 is 13 books for an epic champion, which is a little bit on the high side. So all those things considered, would I be super worried about making sure that you have an extra copy of Falconheart? Not really, but if you do, great. And another thing going on in the raid community as kind of a side thing that I wanted to make sure you know about, because today is the last day. It's February 15th, and Raid is hosting this kind of like fiction dating profile contest where you can win 1,000 gems if you submit one of the dating profiles that gets in the top 10. That's obviously in honor of the Valentine's Day weekend. So it says February 12th to February 15th. They're gonna pick their favorite 10 profiles and reward 1,000 gems to each offer. So make sure and check the official Raid Discord if you want more information on that and want the link to participate in that contest, because today is your last day. Also, there are a lot of new champions in the game. I do have a dedicated video to this where I sat down with the live chat and we went through all of the new champions, talked about their kit, and ranked them. So I will link to that over there if you want to get caught up on all the new champions in the game and learn them in one video. So a side rant, let's slow down a little bit with the champions. I mean, we're going to be getting up to 600 champions soon. Let's focus on fleshing out the game a little bit. Like, they are doing a great job on these new champions. A lot of them have interesting kits and are filling out factions, and like bringing AoE defense break to the dwarf faction, or bringing another reviver to the dwarf faction. Like, they are releasing things that kind of make sense, and aesthetically they are hitting absolute home runs. So really not a problem in terms of the champions they're releasing. It's just they're coming too fast. Like, we're getting, 30, 35 champions a month. It's getting really hard to keep up with. So maybe slow down a little bit on the new champions. Let's focus on improving the Doom Tower, improving Tag Team Arena, maybe releasing the next clan boss, helping out, maybe get some clan versus clan. Like, let's flesh out the game a little bit and slow down just a touch on the new champions. But not to say that they are bad. They are doing a pretty good job, at least, on the new champions they're releasing. Then, obviously, we just had 2x Voids, and so that event is over. And then if Plarium goes by their normal rotation, that means this weekend we will get a 10x event for champions that we don't really know about yet. I'll probably figure that information out in 2 or 3 days, and I'll make sure you know as soon as I know. So I'll probably get a video out somewhat soon, hopefully today, tomorrow, on the highlights of the 2x Void weekend and all the fun moments that went on stream, pulling some champions for people. So hopefully you were able to get something for your account during the Void event, because I know it's a big deal. Getting those Void champions is definitely pretty game-changing for your account. So I hope it went well for you guys, and if it didn't, good luck next time. There'll be another one in about 6 weeks. Then, in terms of what's going on in-game, remember, you want to focus on the things required for the fusion. You can see here the artwork revolving around the Astralon fusion. So, right now, we've got the Fire Knight event going on. You're going to want to make sure you get a copy of Abyssal right here, the rare that you see for the fusion. And then after that, there's really nothing amazing to go after unless you really need the epic book, or if you have a very winnable group to go after first place. Then we've also got the champion training, and that is going to be ending today. So you want to make sure you are scooping up the 3,100 points for the rare right here. You can see I'm at 1,900. So I do want to do the Astralon fusion, so I may want to do that just to be safe. But remember, you can also go for those epics when they are available. But on that note, I do want to take a second and pull up the little chart here that I've got for the Astralon Fusion. Remember, you can only get 2 copies of the Epic from the tournaments and events. You can see here there's 1 tournament and 1 event. You've got the Champion Chase tournament where you can get the Falcon Heart Epic, and then you've also got a Summon Rush event. Remember, the ones that involve the Epic are gonna usually be summon ones because they want to incentivize purchasing and pulling shards on your account during the coinciding event to go after the epic. So remember, you've only got 2 opportunities for those, so you're gonna need to fuse at least a couple of the Falcon Hearts. So keep an eye on those rares when they're available in these tournaments and events. Then for the events going on, we've got Artifact Enhancement going on for the next 3.5 days. You're definitely gonna want to at least do the top row where you're gonna get some core hammers and then also one of the rares for the fusion. After that, they're pretty meh. You don't need to super push yourself to go after the bottom row if you're low on silver, but I would at least try to get the top row done and scoop up those 2,000 points. Then we've also got Dungeon Divers going on right now. You can see here you're going to want to at least get to 2,500. Nothing super amazing. After that, I really wish they would have like a legendary book or a void shard down here, but it's looking like just the core hammers and the fusion requirement up here in the middle row. If you get to 2,500, you should be good. You've got about 2.5 days left on that. Now let's head on into the shop and see if there's anything worth plugging in here. So, well, not worth plugging in, but worth recommending. All right, so we've got 40, and then we're gonna do 1.5. Okay, 500 gems. What is that? 100 brews. 25 times 4. That's math I can do live. I like that. Then we've got 6 5-star chicken. Boom. 1.36, yeah, avoid that for sure. Not going to be a good one there. Special silver pack. They've been sending this one out the last like 10 artifact enhancement events. I think it's usually about a 1.6, 1.7. Silver 17.5. There we go. Energy 1,500 and 1,250 gems. Actually 1.84, a little bit better than I thought it was, but not amazing. It's not going to quite be a recommend. $50 is too much for this many resources if you're not getting any sort of upside from like gems and stuff. The monthly pack is a 2.45, I believe, on value if you're curious about that one, and you've got about 2 weeks left there before the next month rolls over, obviously. Mini mix is there every day. 6-star artifact pack. No, we're not going to pay $25 for epic immortal gear. So that kind of does it for the offers. Nothing that I would really recommend. We don't see anything in the 2.0 tier other than the monthly pack, and you've still got a couple weeks left to decide on that. So the shop is pretty meh today. And then this is usually the point of the video where I like to touch on something random happening in the gaming community or just happening in general to keep you in the loop of what I am focusing on. Sometimes we talk about the Bitcoin price or what Elon Musk has tweeted causing the stock market to go crazy. But today I want to talk about Valheim. Valheim is kind of blowing up in the gaming industry right now. If I pull up the stats here, the subreddit stats of Valheim, you can see Valheim has hit 65,000 subscribers. Now, most of you are most familiar with Raid, so if I compare that to Raid has 48,000 subscribers. And look at the chart here. If we scroll down, this is Valheim's chart. So it has overtaken Raid in the span of what, a day? So yeah, it's kind of blowing up as a game. Now I may do a video about it. I did buy it and try it, so I could give you guys some advice on if it's worth jumping in on the hype or not. I'll probably get a video out about that in the next day or two, hopefully. Just my thoughts on if you should purchase it or not. But basically, it's a $20 game where you kind of play with friends, build a base, kind of like an adult version of Minecraft, built around kind of like a Viking environment. So yeah, it's got some potential. It's an interesting game to kind of follow and see how that's going, because it's definitely going pretty crazy. You can see here, Raid is getting 430 comments a day on Reddit. Valheim is over 3,000. So just something I wanted to keep you posted on in terms of the gaming community. So that is going to do it for what I wanted to cover in this video. And if you're watching this video right away, down in the pinned comment, there will be a link that says I am live right now and links to my stream. I'll be going for the next couple hours, just hanging out, playing some Raid, and having some fun with you guys if you want to join. So alrighty, as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.